Hello, everybody. Oh, I can't make it right. I'm sorry. It's a little bit dark right now. I've got the light plugged in there. Uh, Dowd. um, Dowd 2008 has uh, tasked me. He tasks me because he asks a question about Avatar. Um, and to me, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that movie, and don't get me wrong, Dowd. I understand it can be difficult sometimes, and because of the way I perceived the movie, there are certain issues about it that I thought were absolutely brilliant. So I really enjoyed that movie. You ask a lot of interesting questions, and one of the things I find fascinating about a lot of the science fiction series, including Star Trek and whatnot, I don't necessarily buy into the idea of time travel or being able to approach the speed of light. I don't know. Well, okay, wait. To approach the speed of light is different than achieving the speed of light. As you say in physics, you'd been led to understand that to approach the speed of light would require you to be converted into energy. At least I think that's what you said, and that's the way I understand it as well. So, and you're probably quite right. But a lot of times I find it quite useful to use some elements of what I consider to be fantasy as a tool to try to bring about certain circumstances. Now, it's supposed to be a 6-year journey to this planet, and I might throw in a little bit over a year, over 6 years, because they say that they're traveling. Maybe they say they're traveling at the speed of light. I give leeway, okay? I do grant leeway in a lot of respects because of certain elements of the movie that I like. Um, so I'd put in my mind they said light speed, but like a lot of us, I just add certain things and say a lot of people use certain terms to that sound like it means something, but it means something a little bit altered to that. To say I'm traveling at the speed of light may mean I'm traveling at close to the speed of light as I possibly can without having my entire being converted into energy. So I grant leeway for that in order to create a scenario. And the idea here is that it seems that now these were not Marines; they were supposedly ex-Marines. They're mercantilists or mercantilists, as some people call them, mercenaries. And basically, it means they were hired by a company after they finished their combat training and everything like that, and retired from the Marines, and now they're being used for commercial purposes. The idea is not the Marines, but the company. The mercantilists are going out and they're trying to get as much value as they can, just as they did when they came to North America, and they try to get as much value as they possibly can out of it, and they destroyed the native indigenous people's way of life, basically by killing them or pushing them out or creating scenarios by which they can pretend that they're doing something and they have to abide by these rules. These are rules, you promised this kind of stuff. The idea is not that the Marines are evil. Don't forget, there were people that were accepted by the Navi. What the idea is that there are people who the idea is that people can get along. I thought it was brilliant because of the idea of that neural net connection with their hair, their ponytails that they connect with. And I don't know if you saw that or noticed it, but the idea was that Sigourney Weaver was the doctor, and she researched biology, plant biology, and she found that there was intercommunication going on between the plants. All the trees were neural networks, and the idea that the person could actually connect with it and commune with nature, so to speak. And I thought it was brilliant because it was like James Cameron was trying to say that we can commune with nature in a certain respect. It's a conscious effort where we don't have this neural network that we connect directly with it. It takes a conscious effort for us to do it. Certain sometimes assumptions that we can make to be connected to it. Again, it depends on what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to reject. I thought it was an interesting way of approaching it, and it inspired me in a lot of respects. It kind of pushed my imagination, seeing what he did with that. I thought it was quite clever myself. Uh, the idea of a person traveling, that you raise a lot of interesting questions. And what I'd like to do right now is see if you understand where I'm coming from, where I'm going, what I'm saying so far. I mean, I might be right off base, so I'm not going to go too far with this because I've done a few videos reviewing Avatar. I thought it was a beautiful movie. I really enjoyed it, and there are elements I can understand where you say, "Oh, it's just stereotypical," but I still thought sometimes the stereotypical is a stereotypical for a reason. Sometimes there's a beauty to these sort of things. Predictability, possibly. There's still a lot of, I don't know, again, I better stop here and let me know if this is the direction you're talking about. Maybe I'm way off base. Maybe I'm missing something. See what you say. See what you think. Let me know, please. Thanks. Greatly appreciated.